What's happening, everyone? Today is my birthday. I'm officially 23 years old. I know I don't sound very excited about it, but that's because I'm kind of under the weather a little bit. I've had a cold for the past week now. I am starting to come out of it, thankfully, so hopefully I'll be back to my normal self within a couple days now. But if I start, sounding weird or breathing weird in the video, that's why. But yes, it is my birthday. And yes, that calls for celebration, which my family and I have already done. But I wanted to use this video as an opportunity to talk to you all about quite a few things that have been on my mind with regards to the channel, and a couple things that I've wanted to just get off my chest. And I have quite a few things that I want to talk about, so if you don't want to listen to everything, that's fine. There's timestamps in the description that will take you to whatever you want to hear. The first thing I want to talk about is, do any of you remember back in 2020 when I said this? I am going to try to get better. I will try to get content out for you often as possible. And this, videos are gonna keep on coming, and hopefully, because I'm trying something new here, they'll come out more rapidly. Well, if you've seen my channels from the past 3 months, it is obvious that my consistency has still not improved, and that is something that is just frustrating me to all friends. So in response to that, I decided that that little system that I had mentioned in my reading your comments video, I wanted to basically summarize that system to you all, because I feel like if I shared it with you, that might be able to give me the motivation that I need to increase my abilities to be more consistent. I guess you could say that this is going to be the schedule that I will try my best. It's still going to take some time, but I will try my best to buckle down and stick to this. My ultimate hope is to try to get 3 videos out a week on both channels, whether it's from Wednesday through Friday or Thursday through Saturday, or maybe even a mix of the two. I'm not certain, but what I want to do is I want to be able to record in bulk on maybe Monday and Tuesday, and maybe even a bit on Sunday if I'm lucky, and then I would space it out over the course of the rest of the week. That's how I originally intended for this to go. Obviously, that's not been working out too well, which is why I thought maybe by sharing how I'm trying to do this with you, that might give me the motivation that I need to try to become more consistent and buckle down so that I can get videos out to you all more consistency. In terms of the types of videos that I'm going to be putting out from now on, you may have noticed in my recent videos, I've been trying to do them in some form of pattern. Leuname games, for instance, I've been doing them as kind of an unboxing, a tutorial, a review, maybe an unboxing or 2 more unboxings, a tutorial, a review, and that's kind of the format that I want to stick with for Leuname games. There are some things that I do want to do later down the line, and like I've seen a lot of board game channels do top 10 lists and comparisons between 2 games that are similar. I want to do stuff like that later down the line. Right now I just want to try and get a good amount of games solidified on the channel before I start worrying about that stuff. Leuname, on the other hand, is a lot more complex because there are so many things that I've done on Leuname and a lot of things that I want to do. Now, recently, I've been trying to do in a pattern where I'm just playing like an episode on the Total War series, and then I was doing Curse the Eye of Isis, and then just some random video, and then Total War, Curse, and then some random thing. And that's what I've been doing it. I wanted to do it that way for a little while, because I wanted to try and get some of those series finished up, because I feel like I've gotten too many series started and I haven't had a chance to really been able to finish them all. So I wanted to try to start slightly narrowing them down a little bit, because I feel like I've been losing control over my channel. Well, because of how much of this, just so many things that I've been putting on. So I wanted to try and regain control of my channel and start finishing some series off, but now there is so much that I want to do now that Curse is done. I have so many different Let's Plays that I want to do, some old series that I want to bring back, like Idiots of Twitter, which you all seem to like, and my commentary series, which you also seem to enjoy, which, by the way, I want to talk about my commentary series in a bit more detail, so I'll save that for later on. What I'm ultimately hoping for Leuname is to basically have one, maybe two long series going at all times, things like the Total War series, or RAD, which is a series I'm planning on bringing back, as well as maybe Kingdoms of Amalur. And then I want to have maybe like a shorter series of videos or whether it's a game or maybe it's like, I don't know, like a commentary subject or whatever, where it'll be like between 1 to 5 videos and then boom, that subject's done. And then I want to have one section to where it's basically dedicated to just kind of laying back, relaxing, laughing at whatever, or having just a little chat about stuff. And that's what I want to have with my Idiots of Twitter and my commentary series, and that's why I want to bring them back, so that way we can have something to just laugh at or just have a little discussion at, just to ease our time. I realize that I'm talking about 4 different subjects here, with the 2 long things, the short thing, and then just the relax part. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage that, but that's a bridge we'll figure out. So that is everything I wanted to talk about in that first subject. The second thing I wanted to talk about is kind of related to it, but it's focused on a certain part of it, and that is my commentary series. First of all, thank you all so much for enjoying the commentary series. I am so happy that you've enjoyed the 2 videos that I've done, even though I probably don't have the best voice suited for this kind of stuff, but I'm very happy that you all enjoy them. I have a lot of fun making them, I really do. But the reason why I haven't been doing the commentary series ever since those first 2 is really because I didn't like the way that I was doing them. Now, some of you might be confused on what I meant by that, because the video is just me talking over some video game, and that's kind of what I mean by I didn't like the way I made it. A lot of commentators like to use that style where it's just their voice over some footage, whether it's a stock video or a video game being played, and I don't have a problem with people who like those kinds of videos. I'm just saying that style doesn't really suit what I wanted. I wanted something that would be on screen when I spoke, so that way when someone sees the video, they'll actually see something to remember the channel by. And the reason why I haven't been doing as much commentary as I wanted to, because trust me, there are a lot of things that I've wanted to talk about, but I've actually been spending that time creating some character models for myself. There's some sample footage that I've actually been preparing for a commentary style video. You'll see it somewhere around here. Basically, I was just taking the time to create these little models, so that way, if you see the video, you'll actually see something that you can remember the channel by, rather than just having some random game playing over someone's voice. Like I said, I don't have a problem with people who like those kinds of videos. I'm just saying that's not the way I want to make mine. But I also don't want my commentary to be just me talking over some kind of footage. I wanted it to actually mean something. So I've decided that whenever I am going to make a commentary video, the footage that you see is going to kind of act as a bit of a trailer to a future video that I will be making. For example, in the footage that I showed, the background footage is actually me playing RAD. It's getting some things ready for the next episode of the series that I want to do. And that's kind of what I wanted to have for the commentary series. Not only just more of a laid back type of thing, and where we can just have a talk and just maybe talk about some things, and maybe even have a conversation in the comments or whatever, but I also want it to have the footage in the video mean something, and not just be some random moron talking. So I guess you could say that when I do a commentary video, I'm also kind of doing a video teaser. So that's why I've not really been doing commentary videos as much recently. Thankfully, I have all the characters made now. At least, maybe not all of them that I wanted, but at least enough of them that I can start making videos again. So that is going to be how I'll be doing them from this day forward. And actually with that actually covers everything that I actually wanted to mention in this video. Actually, I just remembered one last thing I wanted to talk to you all about, and it's regarding the Let's Plays. I want this to be a little more community based. I don't want this to just be me playing a game for you all. I want this to be a little more involving for you all. So I decided that whenever I need to start a new series, I want to hear from all of you of what you want me to play. So here on the screen is actually some footage that I took a little bit earlier, and this is every single game that I own or that I have access to, because I actually share libraries with somebody that I know. So if you see a game on this list that you want me to play, let me know in the comments, and whenever it comes time for me to start a new series, I will consider playing that. Thank you all so much for taking the time to listen to me and hearing what I had to say about this whole thing. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. But until next time, see you later! Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. You also get a new barricade every time you go look at— oh crap, no! Damn it! That one had a machete on him. You see what I mean when you lose survivors with the weapons there. So make sure if you see a zombie running up to you